everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rugby with Pads. I'm your host, Sam, and we're doing another quick-fire episode of Off-Season Musings. And today we want to talk about IR spot, particularly in the face of drafts as well, because you've gone into a draft, you've taken the advice, you've got your tiers sorted, you know the order you want to play in, but a lot can still happen. Out in the real world, OTAs, minicamps, training camp, pre-season, all happen and all have an impact on players, because football is a physical game and the risk of injury on the field is really quite high. In recent years, NFIs, non-football injuries, suspension, drug busts, betting, all that kind of stuff have all been a part of an issue as well, where you don't really know with certain players where you're left going into the draft. Are they even going to be available? A good number of players will go into the season with a questionable status. Questionable means that 50% chance of playing any given week, but it's not something that we can really manage around the draft. This is instead a decision that you want to make week on week. You'll find that some players in certain positions, like a tight end, see George Kittle, for example, will frequently be on the questionable status throughout the season, but it's like because they've been limited in training, so automatically get themselves a status, even though the likelihood is they're saving themselves for game day. You generally can't do much with doubtful either. That's a 25% chance of playing, but that game day decision is easier to manage with the likely to get a fade rather than a play. But I might ask, why am I talking about statuses if they don't matter in the draft? Well, some of them do. Depending on your rules in your league, and check up on this, out, PUP, which is the player unable to perform, sus, suspended, or IR, injury reserve, can all be used to get yourself another roster slot if you're clever. If one of your prospects has a status like this and your league has an IR slot that you can use, you can draft these guys and move them into an IR slot post-draft, allowing yourself to pick up another player off the waiver wire. It's effectively giving yourself another pick for a skill player. You've got to do it right. Well, not all the time. No, as all tactics, it's situational. If you're drafting someone in an IR position effectively over someone you need to make your team work, don't do it. There is a chance that they'll stay there. PUP is a bit less of a gamble, but you definitely won't have them for the first 4 weeks at the very least. Not to mention it, when you need that IR slot for your superstars, is it going to be available? My recommendation is if you can take advantage of this, please do, but do it late so you're not. And make sure it's a ceiling play, not a floor play. They're injured for a reason after all. You don't want them to just sit on your bench. And don't be wed to keeping them, if you do it. IR spots can be valuable for a number of other reasons, but if it's going free, you would be a fool not to try it to gain every advantage you can in the draft. That's your lot today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm keeping this short, sharp. Let's try and do this under 3 minutes. If you like this kind of content and want to follow more draft stuff, please follow me. All the links, all that kind of stuff in the description at Rugby with Pads. You can support the pod at www.rugbywithpads. Memberships are from £1. You get some extra stuff and get some bonuses and discounts on your merch as well. But thank you so much for listening. As always, I really appreciate you all, and I will see you all very soon on the Virtual Gridiron.